This video is an overview of the installation and operation of the M9 and M11 Steam Sterilizer thermal printer. Always refer to the appropriate technical documentation for the complete list of instructions, safety alerts, and sequence of procedures before conducting any service or maintenance operations. Before installing the thermal printer in the M9 or M11 Steam Sterilizer, you must unplug the sterilizer power cord. Using a flat-bladed screwdriver, pry the printer cover up from the front edge of the unit and remove. Locate the printer harness and remove the tape securing the wires to the bottom of the printer cavity. Position the printer upside down with a long hook and loop fastener strip facing you. Take the black and red harness, position the white wire connection tabs downward, and connect the harness to the left side of the printer. Take the green, white, and black harness, position the white wire connection tabs downward, and connect the harness to the right side of the printer. Peel off the clear film of the long hook and loop fastener strip to expose the sticky side of the fastener. To align the printer correctly in the printer cavity, tilt up the front edge of the printer and position the back edge of the printer on the top back edge of the printer cavity. Keep the back edge of the printer in position and remove the clear film from the two small hook and loop fastener sections on the front of the printer. Pivot the front edge of the printer down into position in the printer cavity and press firmly into place. To install the paper roll, you must first unroll 3 to 4 inches, or 5 to 7.5 centimeters of paper from the roll. Then you may place the paper roll into the cradle with the unrolled side facing down. Hold the rolled out edge of the paper outside of the printer and shut the lid by applying equal amounts of pressure on each side of the lid until it latches. Press the paper feed button to advance the paper. To remove the paper roll, insert a finger into the groove at the back of the small cover and lift upward until the lid is released from the locked position. To avoid damage, do not use excessive force. The printer lid will hinge up toward the back of the printer. Remove any remaining paper. After the optional printer is installed and the sterilizer is plugged in, the printer will automatically power up and initialize. No user intervention or setup is required. The printer will print the following information for each sterilizer cycle. Model number indicates the sterilizer model and software version. Cycle number reflects the actual cycle count of the sterilizer. Sterilizer ID indicates the serial number of the sterilizer. Operator is a line that is printed so that the operator's signature can be recorded on the printer tape. Date and time indicate the start of each cycle. Begin cycle indicates the beginning of the cycle selected by the operator. Summary reflects the summary of the selected cycle set points. Once the cycle starts, the printer will print the words filling chamber to indicate that the sterilizer is filling with water. Once the sterilizer begins the heating phase of the sterilization cycle, the word heating is printed and the printer will print the chamber temperature, pressure, and elapsed time in 2-minute increments until the heating phase is completed. When the sterilizer enters the sterilization phase, the word sterilizing is printed and the printer will print the chamber temperature, pressure, and elapsed time in 1-minute increments until the sterilization phase is completed. When the sterilizer has completed the sterilization phase of the program cycle, the printer will print the words venting chamber to show that the steam pressure is being exhausted from the chamber. When the sterilizer enters the drying phase, the word drying is printed and the printer will print the words drying start and show the temperature, pressure, and elapsed time in 5-minute increments until the drying phase is completed. The final record for the drying phase will include the words drying complete. In the event the drying time is programmed to a time that isn't divisible by 5, the final printed record for the drying phase will reflect the actual program drying time in 1-minute increments. When the sterilizer has completed the drying phase of the sterilization cycle, the printer will print a summary of the sterilization cycle with the duration of each phase of the cycle and the total cycle time. Following the summary, the printer will print cycle complete. For more information about the M9 and M11 Steam Sterilizer thermal printer, contact Midmark Support Services at 1-800-MIDMARK.